like to take the honor to call upon an extraordinary individual present among us today, our esteemed guest of honor, Dr. Anuradha Katragadda ma'am, to enlighten the gathering with her thoughtful words.
Hello?
Good evening. I'm sure you must be tired of listening to so many speeches by now. Just take it as one more extra day of your curriculum. So, good evening, respected Dean, esteemed faculty members, the proud parents, all the distinguished guests, and of course, the stars of today's ceremony, our graduating MBBS and our graduating dental doctors and the PG specialists. As we were entering in, actually, we could feel the magical aura around us from the beautiful gleaming faces of the medical doctors and the beautiful smiles of the dental graduates. So it was so beautiful to walk in amongst the youngsters full of all energy. I'm deeply honored to stand before you today in such a momentous occasion. First of all, it was so great that you passed your exams and could come up to this graduation ceremony. And thank you for not making me pass an entrance exam to be here today. I don't want to write any more exams. I'm sure you must have spent last several years with one foot in the library and the other in the hospital and both eyes waiting for the exam results. A hearty congratulations to all of you. You passed one of the most important milestones in your life. Getting a graduate or a PG degree in medicine or dental is not easy at all. Your achievement of this degree itself is a measure of your great effort and dedication. So, dear graduates, you have survived your anatomy, physiology, pharmacology, and pathology. And let's not forget the emotional roller coaster you went through the Viva. Not just you, your examiners also went through the roller coaster. So it was not at all easy. And the dental graduates also, they had to, go through such difficult exams. And I think now the dental graduation, the dentist has a much more prosperous future than the medical graduates. They can actually just work with their graduation certificate itself. So you are stepping into a field that demands more precision, more patience, and a strong resistance. I know most of the patients who would come to you would have been using a clove oil for a long time, and you must be getting resistant to that. And you don't just fix the teeth, but also restore confidence and bring smiles to all your patients. So congratulations, all the dental graduates. And the dear postgraduates, you have taken a bold step of specializing, diving deeper into your chosen fields, and to be honest, voluntarily signing up for even less sleep. So you can carry both knowledge and the dark circles as badges of your honor. I'm sure you must have really worked hard to come up to this stage. And my dear parents, your children are doctors now, so I'm sure you're most joyous than your student, than your children. Which means they still will argue with you. Don't think that because they're doctors, they're grown up, they're mature, they're not going to argue. I'm sure they're still going to, but now with more of a scientific references. So thank you, parents, for all your patience and the sacrifices. And dear faculty, you have built a new generation of healers. You have not only taught them medicine, but also to how handle the pressure and navigate amidst all chaos. So dear friends, you're all into a noble profession which is life-saving, bringing happiness into lives of not just one individual, but also a family and a whole society. Each and every day work will give you a sense of fulfillment, achievement. Whatever you do, whatever kind of medical practice you're doing, every day you'll feel good that you've done something good in your life. So that's the sense of achievement you will get after this. And friends, let me remind you, your degree is just not a license. That's what has been told by all our experienced esteemed faculty, it's not just a license to prescribe medicines. It gives you power to comfort, to heal, and to listen. Never underestimate a power of a kind word, a calm presence, or simply saying, just don't worry. There are a few humble tips which I wanted to give you before you escape into this vast world, which looks pretty and rosy, but it could be, it's not as rosy as we think. Never underestimate the power of empathy. Treat your patient as a whole, not as a disease. Maybe just a smile, one positive word, a positive effort is what is going to be helpful in a long way for the patient. They won't remember how well you have diagnosed their disease, but they will just definitely remember your kindness towards them. And advancements in medicine are unimaginable. Learning is very important, upgrading your knowledge is important. At the same time, don't keep it as your trade secret. You should disseminate your knowledge, and it should be a continuous process. Whatever you know, just keep teaching others. Maybe one extra teaching might help another patient to revive. So you should keep learning and then teaching others also. That is what is very important as you go along. And keep your curiosity alive. Don't think, okay, I know everything now. No, there is so much of advancement. You need to keep learning every day, which evolves much faster than your Wi-Fi. And most important is be humble. Medicine keeps us grounded. Honesty, hard work, and heartfelt dedication is what is going to earn you money. We're not saying that you should not earn money, but then that should not be the main aim. If you are honest and dedicated, I'm sure the money will come on its own. You're blessed with the gift of healing and spreading happiness. So be confident, be positive, and just carry on in your profession. Medicine is just not science, it's about the connection. There is a certain magic in the human touch, something no AI. Just don't get scared that AI is going to be there, the robotics are going to do the surgery, and you're nowhere in the medical field. Don't think so. Nobody can replace or nothing can replace a human touch. So neither an AI, no robo, or definitely not even a Google search can replace you. And lastly, don't forget to enjoy your journey. That's what is the most important thing. I'm sure you would have enjoyed your medical graduation, let it be medicine or dentistry, but you should continue to enjoy your life. Yes, there will be lot of chaos, there is no doubt about it, but in amidst of them, try to give little time to laugh, to connect, and to celebrate the lives you keep touching every day in and out. So you've been in a safe zone until now. But starting from today, the real test actually begins. Listen to your heart and prepare yourself for further long journey before you think one really is settled. But enjoy the journey of learning and don't get discouraged. You have to motivate yourself and push yourself to get going. That's what is very important, because once you have finished graduation, then you're not sure what to do and how to go about, but whatever you decide, be happy with that. And as you've been mentioned already, that whatever specialty you take, you should be passionate. Don't think that, okay, I just want to do this specialty only. Whatever you're going to do, that would be your passionate subject. That's what is very important, because in the NEET exam, sometimes you may not really get what you're looking for. Take my example. Actually, when we were doing medicine, we get influenced with so many doctors around as they teach so much. We've been having good teachers at that time. So at that time, I thought maybe I should go into a pediatric surgery. And then when I went for the exam, we just had an entrance exam soon after our internship. And I had few openings where I chose social and preventive medicine. Because I was really influenced by a few of the doctors saying that maybe you need to take care of the society and all this. And I always wanted to be in WHO. Can you imagine me in social and preventive medicine? But then after a couple of months, I realized that's not my actually cup of tea. I went back home, started doing residency in pediatric surgery as a senior resident. And then I had a seat in gynecology afterwards as a second list. Then I joined gynecology. I didn't want to be a gynecologist, actually, but I loved the very first day when I joined gynecology. I mean, delivering the babies and doing something good for somebody who is suffering really gives you a lot of happiness. And then it's just it's your destiny which takes you into the rest. And then it's sometimes not knowingly you end into something what you really never thought of also. But only thing is you should be always curious. Keep your eyes and keep your senses open to what the world is doing. Try to go forward and do something different. Every day you should learn something different, do something different from others. Otherwise, you will be just mixed up in the rest of the crowd. Not that we are really great and intelligent, it's just that our destiny and then our hard work and keep learning every day is what has made us come up to this stage. So I'm sure if we can do it, you all can very easily and very well do it. So I just hope that you continue to strive for a betterment every day in and out. And remember, as women, the responsibilities are much more than just the men graduates. Because one day you may need to take care of your family and also should make a proper decision regarding building family. Nobody talks about building family or taking care of the family, but that's important because you're a woman, so you should make a decision, not taking too long also. Like somebody said, if you have decided to get married, I mean, there's nothing wrong in that. Or trying to build a family, there's nothing, you should not regret whatever decision you have taken. That's what is very important. And don't postpone everything for one particular day. Don't say that, okay, I want to finish my post-graduation and then I'll have a family, or I'll do this and that I'll get settled. Things never settle in life. You just have to keep doing everything together. And I'm sure if we all can do it, we could do it, then I'm sure you all can do it. So doing a right thing at a right time is very, very important. And try not to miss one thing for the other. Be grateful to your parents. Without them, you're not existing. And their extra push is what has brought you to this stage. I'm not sure about you, why you became doctors, but when we were small, I was small, I never knew anything. Maybe from the age of 3 or 4 also, my parents kept saying that you should become a doctor. So I didn't know anything else. Like maybe I didn't learn ABC also, but then I knew that I have to become a doctor. So there's so much of push from your parents. My mother used to even not let us sit for a while. Even while combing hair also, she would make us read. So I mean, there's so much of push. I'm sure the parents must have worked much harder than you for you to be into this stage. So don't forget them and take care of your parents. That's what is very, very important. And be respectful and thankful to your teachers who have actually paved a path for you. They have given you bread and butter in your life. So don't forget them, and I mean, you should respect them throughout your life. So friends, hearty congratulations again. We are proud of you. The world needs you now more than ever. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much, ma'am, for your inspiring words. May your words of wisdom enlighten the futures of our graduates.